So Coffeezilla is both right and extremely wrong, I think, about a few different things that he does and that he goes through in these interviews and in these reviews of these fake gurus and of these people who he deems as doing false advertising and having bad practices of marketing and sales in their funnels, in their ad copy, and in how they promote themselves. And sometimes he's right, because let's be honest here. There is a lot of companies, there is a lot of people, there are a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of affiliates, and a lot of fake gurus out here who do post a lot of false claims, who do and are very misleading, and who don't deliver on what they promise. Our industry, the make money online niche, the marketing and sales education niche, the marketing and sales niche in general, is filled with people who have no idea what they are talking about. There are a lot of fake gurus. So that's something that I think he does get right, and I do compliment him and give him appreciation towards him, that he does cover and go over a lot of these people who do have some bad practices and who do post really bold claims that usually they can't back up. And I think that he does a good job, and he usually is pretty thorough. He usually presents a lot of facts and does a good job making sure he covers a variety of information about them and what they do and what they present. But there's also a lot of things I don't think he understands, or that you really think about, unless you are a business owner and unless you are an affiliate or you are trying to make money online selling any product or service. That if you don't understand these things, and then if you actually don't use some of these things, you won't make a cent, and no one will have any chance of making any money at all. So I'm going to go through right now and kind of tackle a few of these different areas, the interviews that he's done, and a few of these different things to kind of go through whether or not he's being accurate, whether or not he's in the right or he's in the wrong, in my opinion, and to see what we can find out from this. So one of the biggest issues he has, that I also agree with in a lot of cases, but not all, is the use of bold promises and claims of fame, of giant results that are basically untouchable to obtain unless you've mastered the craft, and a lot of basically false promises given by a lot of these gurus and a lot of these people. So first of all, I do agree that these need to be either stepped down a little bit or they need to be changed, the ones that are promising either too much or promising something that they can't deliver. That's really the big issue, is not giving someone what you're promising to deliver. But if you do any marketing at all, you sell any products and services of any kind, whether it's marketing and sales education, whether it's cups, whether it's microphones that isn't even plugged in, or whether it's cameras, here's one of the biggest things. If your subject lines, if your headlines, if your body copy, if your messaging, a lot of the time, especially for people just getting started, especially for people who are even doing well, maybe not making millions and millions, but who are doing just well. And even for, I guess, even for the people who are making millions of dollars and who are being and are very successful, if you do not have subject lines that are very hypey, that are very bold, that have huge promises, you don't get clicks. You don't get people to invest. You don't get people to buy, and you aren't able to generate any customers at all, or very few, or a lot less. And with that, your profit margin decreases, and you have no profits then. Because you got to think about it. Your ad copy affects not just your advertising, not just your funnels, not just your videos, not just the content you're creating. It affects every aspect of your marketing and sales. So his problem with, and I get it, because some people do it the wrong way. Don't get me wrong, some people do this wrong. So this goes both ways. It both affects, number one, obviously the consumer, and also the people who are trying to make money online, who are running these businesses. But where I come in is, I'm okay with bold promises and bold claims if you can back them up. And this is, I think, where me and Coffeezilla differ. But he thinks, and it seems like he does and says in his videos, that in order for a product or service to be sold, in order for it to be used and to have these claims and promises, that a vast majority, a large portion of the customers, of the audience, of the list, whoever the case may be, must be able to actually see the result. The problem with that is that if you think of any workout program, if you think of any self-improvement program, if you think of any marketing and sales education course, if you think of anything that's sold either offline or online, a lot of products, a lot of services, I would say the majority, they aren't used, even by people that buy them. They're underused and they definitely aren't mastered. And what I'm saying, what my point is with this, you can't say that in order for a product or service to have bold claims or to have these, big hefty promises, which some do wrong, you can't say that the product or service must have 60% of the customers seeing that result. Because if you think about every workout program, it's like 90% of people who do workout programs fail. Should we cancel and not have any workout programs? Or should we tell people that, well, you're only going to lose a few pounds and you're probably going to quit? Because guess what then? No one would start a workout program. If the advertising and marketing behind workout programs was you might lose a few pounds, or if the advertising and marketing behind workout programs was as Coffeezilla would want, and as all of us really want, was you're going to have to work hard at this, it's going to take a long time, and it's going to be both, you're going to be working out, and you're also going to have to change how you eat, no one, or very few people, would ever purchase or invest in any workout program, weight, any service of that kind, ever. And that would destroy the entire industry. There would be no fitness and health niche of any kind, and that would destroy the economy. And if you think about this as well, if you think about the marketing and sales niche or education courses, like actual tangible real educational courses and other online products and services of any kind, the majority of consumers will never see the results promised, even if they're not that big of results that are promised. The reason why this is, it isn't because the product or service doesn't deliver them. It's because the consumer will not either use, will not either even log in, invest because they don't know what they're doing, and for some reason they just decide, I'm just going to buy this for no reason, because that does happen, and because the majority of people in general in life are lazy as hell. So that's one of the biggest things that I really think separates us, is I do believe you can make bold promises, you can make bold claims, as long as your product and service does deliver upon them. But the thing is, it can't be based off of the portion of people that use the product and service or that are successful with it. It cannot be, because as I've said, you can think about working out, you can think about marketing and sales education, you can think about that make money online niche. There are people who have invested, like in my marketing and sales education platform that I own. There are people who haven't even logged into their account but are buying. But they are in the niche. They are in the industry. They actually do need the education, and it would be useful applied to their business. It means everything they need and want, and also is actually valuable and usable, and would get them more results. But they haven't even logged into their account. And some of them have maybe gone through a few videos, a couple videos. Well, a very small portion of the people, maybe 1 to 2%, use and apply the information. So think about that. So now imagine, what if we got rid of all the bold claims, all the bold promises, and all those different things, and every business that is working online, which is the majority of them now, every single business that works online, completely lost. Let's just go through, if you get rid of all these bold claims, these bold promises, that again, sometimes their product does not deliver. Those are wrong. But the ones that the product does deliver it, you get rid of maybe 30% or 40% of their customers, there is no business online at all of any kind. There are no more innovations. There is no more products and services being sold, and people don't get the products and services that they need or they want or that they could or should be using. Now let's go to where I think he gets it right with a lot of the fake gurus out there who should not be doing business or that need to fix their practices. One of them is Caleb Maddox, who, if you watch the interview, the entire time Caleb Maddox just plugged his platform, plugged himself, and was basically using it for attention, which is wrong. And he didn't even, if he was going to use it for attention, he didn't do it in the right way, I guess you could say. But my point is, he does do a good job. Coffeezilla, you do a good job of calling out a lot of the people who do have some bad practices. And he went through how Caleb Maddox actually says that he has the best opportunity basically of this era. And it's basically YouTube marketing, which I would not say is the greatest opportunity of this era. It may be, if you wanted to make it accurately, a headline for it, or what it is. YouTube marketing and making YouTube videos, or whatever Caleb Maddox is doing. I didn't go too depth in it, whether he's talking about Reddit, whether he was talking about the YouTube course. It is a great opportunity to get more leads and traffic and attention for a product or service, but it is not the greatest opportunity of our era. And he went through in this interview how Caleb Maddox is kind of way over promising without delivering, or maybe he slightly delivers. But one of the biggest issues with it, and I think the people in our industry, in our niche, who are leaders, who are the Dan Locks, who are the Grant Cardones, who are the Nick Singles, who are the Caleb Maddoxes, they do have a responsibility to make sure they are delivering what they promise. But with that being said, they do not have a responsibility for the number of people who actually take action and use and apply that information. Because if they did, again, there would be no business of any kind ever done online in almost any niche whatsoever. Now, something really interesting in the John Castani interview is John Castani compared education at college. He compared college to education online. And if you think about it, you can't get a refund after you go through college, and college can cost you between $20,000 and multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I actually agree with John Castani on this point, and I don't agree with Coffeezilla. And the reason I agree with John Castani on this completely is if you think about the number of people who go to college who will be successful and earn, let's just go with, millions of dollars over their career, versus the number of people who will get into, say, affiliate marketing, or who will get into marketing and sales, etc., who will become uber successful and make millions of dollars over the career. I would bet you that the percentages are either very close or similar. And if you think about it, to go to college to get a degree usually worthy of making millions of dollars, it's going to cost you probably $100,000. To start an online business of almost any kind, it's going to cost you, on average, maybe $150 a month. Wow, $150 a month. Let's just make it $500 a month, just for the hell of it. $500 a month. Let's just double it. Let's make it $1,000 a month it costs to run an online business successfully. And that actually is a little bit more accurate. Let's imagine it's $1,000 a month to just start making a little bit of profit online, promoting any product or service that you want. Now, it would take 100 months, or basically let's just go with, because there is interest, a lot of interest on college education. It would take 10 years. It would take 10 years to meet that $100,000 debt mark. Now imagine how much knowledge and experience you will learn over spending $1,000 a month on an online business for 10 years. You will become a marketing and sales master, and you will be able to, not for everyone, but if you are able to learn and apply, because we're assuming that this same person is going to either become successful going to college or using an online business. Let's just make sure they're going to be successful in either one. How much knowledge, experience, know-how, and the skills are you going to learn how to build, run, and scale a business? Versus going to college for 10 years or 5 years or 8 years, number one, being $50,000 to $100,000 in debt, and number one, a large portion of the people who go to college can't find a job in their area for years or a year after. And sometimes they do, and then they end up getting fired anyways. They end up losing their job anyways. They end up going into a completely different field that doesn't even require a college degree anyways. And the thing is, they can't even grow that career. They can't even grow how much they're making, or double how much they're making the next year, or 10 times how much they're making the next year. Usually they end up stuck. You know the number of raises people get? Wow, you want to raise once a year? Wow, that's incredible. My point is, going to college is no better than starting an online business. In fact, it's actually cheap. This is where I disagree with Coffeezilla. It's actually between 10 and 100 times cheaper to start an online business, even if the program, Coffeezilla, even if the program costs $1,000, even if it costs $2,000, it still is 10 to 100 times cheaper, literally. And it can be, I will say, 10 times more effective, because instead of waiting 5 to 10 years, or let's just go 4 years for a smaller degree, 4 years to learn and to finally be able to use and apply what you've learned, you have a course, you have a mastery course, you have a large collection of knowledge in a single place that has been proven to work from years and years and years of experience, that allows you to learn a skill, or that allows you to build a business, XYZ, that you can actually learn and start and build and scale within a year, within a few months. There are some people, by the way, Coffeezilla, who do start making money online within a few days. Now, I'm not plugging myself, I'm just giving you an example. We just had someone who just got started in an affiliate company I'm a part of. I do affiliate marketing, I do consulting, and I have a marketing and sales education platform. But in affiliate marketing, it's actually very easy to start making money. Here's an example of that. We have someone, because you can maybe consider myself a guru, I wouldn't want to call myself that, but you can consider myself a guru who brought this person in, who's actually my brother. Both my brothers, my other brother joined in the past, he didn't like it because it wasn't his interest, but this brother just joined, and he got sales within a week. Our course, or our education, what we gave him, got him sales in a week. Got him started making money in a week. Now, this is where affiliate marketing, MLM, marketing and sales in general, and the make money online niche and industry is better than college, because with college, you're immediately in a lot of freaking debt. With business, you can get in small amounts of debt and start seeing immediate profits or immediate revenue. You may not become rich overnight, because you're not going to, but you can start scaling that and slowly working your way up. So within a month, you're in profit. Within 3 months, you're getting 1.5 times ROI. Within a year, now you're making 2 to 3 to 4 times ROI. Now you have a business, and you've only been in business for a year. You have a full automated income online, versus going to college for 2 to 4 years and losing tens of thousands of dollars. This is just an example of college. Now, I do agree with people learning trades, like becoming an electrician, becoming a plumber, doing things like that are also important. I prescribe making money online, I prescribe the marketing and sales niche, I prescribe marketing and sales courses only for those people who are using it and who are interested in it. But my point is, to Coffeezilla, you can't say that college is better. And you actually can't say that having a job or getting a job is better. You can't say that a trade is better than making or having an online business of any kind. There's a good percentage of people who do see success with this, that I think you're going to agree with me with. I think the people you're talking about are the ones that are targeted. Now, number one, no marketer, no internet marketer of any kind that's smart actually targets people who don't have the money, because how are they supposed to make money? Now, there are people who do have bad practices, who do try to target these people who are victims, I agree. But any smart marketer is not going to target someone who doesn't have the money, because people who don't have the money, how are they going to invest? How are they going to build the business and help you make more money in your business? How are they going to afford your product or service if they don't have any money? Now, I've been going on for a while just because I'm trying to get all my different thoughts out there in a few different ways, and it's just a topic I'm very passionate about. But one of the other last things I want to go over is something that I wish Coffeezilla would go over more, and I think that he needs to, that I think would be a lot more supportive, is supporting and trying to help and pointing out the people who are responsible in their industry and niche. And I just watched one of the videos, him saying that, there aren't very many out there that he can find. There's a ton. There are a ton. And also some of the people he has gone over, like a Nick Single. A Nick Single is not a fake guru. I can absolutely guarantee you that. And there are others in our industry who are prevalent, who are not fake gurus. If you look at Alex Becker, especially the new and improved Alex Becker, he is not a fake guru. And I think what needs to be pointed out is to help support, help take care of, and help reward people who are trying to get started making money online in any way, or who are trying to start an online business in any way. Because I don't know if you know Coffeezilla or not, but the support for people who are trying to make money on their own, online, offline, who are trying to start a business, who are trying to do a variety of different things to improve their life, even in self-development, even in people who are just trying to make a difference, is minimal to zero. Because I've experienced it both in my own life and all the other marketers, all the other people in or even close to my niche have all experienced that. The number of family members and the number of friends and the number of people who are close to me and who are close to other people I know that actually support them is usually maybe one person, maybe one or two people. Like, is that not startling? Is that not scary that someone who's trying to make their life better, who goes, you know what, I'm gonna try affiliate marketing. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna try to start this workout program and actually stick to it. I'm gonna try to do something better for myself. The number of people that support that is so minimal, and people need such little positive reinforcement to keep going. I think that you keep looking at all the bad things these people do, but you also don't realize that these people give a lot of people hope. Where without affiliate marketing, without some of these communities, without some of these groups, they would give up on life. They would do nothing. They wouldn't even try to improve themselves in other ways, because you don't realize that a part of affiliate marketing, a part of marketing and sales online, a lot of these different areas and niches also involve self-development and trying to become stronger and a better person. I mean this seriously and honestly. They involve a lot of different developments of character. Now, again, like I said, I am against false promises. I am against overhyping. I am against not being honest. I'm with you on that. It seems like you don't say it completely, but a large portion of the time you're against them so much, but you don't realize what they do for people who are trying to make a difference in their lives. Because, like I said, the large portion of the world, of especially the US population, a lot of the populations throughout the world, they don't know what to do. They have no direction, and this gives them some kind of direction to follow. Now, I'm not saying that's right if they're being misled. They should not be misled. Those who are having bad practices should be punished, or should have the FTC crack down on them. But you can't really regulate anything like this because you don't know how it's going to affect business. Again, just making it so you can't make certain promises and headlines drastically reduces profit or any revenue that's generated very, very low. So no one can even get into it. No one can even get started. There is no hope then. So I just think that, again, you do a good job with these interviews. I think a lot of them, you go a little too far in how much you think they're a fake guru and they aren't delivering, because, again, a large portion of people who try anything fail. In any area, you might say, well, in this niche or in this industry, whatever they're selling, they spend a lot of money. Well, number one, two, people have complete freaking freedom to spend money on whatever they want. And number three, the majority of people spend a lot of money on a lot of shit they shouldn't be spending any money on in the first place. Think about how much money people waste on shit they don't need every single day. Every single year, people spend and waste thousands and thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of dollars on stuff that is useless to them. So at least when they're spending money on this type of stuff, they're learning or trying to learn and investing in something that could maybe impact them for the better, that wouldn't be wasted. Do you see what I'm saying? So that being said, again, I like Coffeezilla. I think he exposes some people for some bad things they aren't doing, but also I think he has some points that aren't accurate. I think that he needs to take a second look and really think about affiliate marketing, think about network marketing, think about the make money online niche, and think about the marketing and sales education kind of niche. And again, anyone who's trying to really improve themselves and become better. I get that he doesn't want people to be taken advantage of. I get and understand and agree with that people shouldn't be misled. But also, I think he needs to understand that in this day and age, again, people who are trying to make a living online, who are trying to bring their lives to a different place, and as well consumers, they need some kind of hope. They need something to look forward to They need a path to follow, because without a path, the majority of people are sheep. And they don't understand, they don't try to do anything new, they don't try to do anything different. If I look at my own life and the people around my life, business and marketing and sales, and I'm not anyone special. I mean, I did good in school. I came from a family that lived in someone else's basement in welfare apartments. I didn't come from some huge, nice background. I didn't get any great leg up, but I made this a success. I'm doing fairly well, especially for being so young. I'm doing fairly well in my industry and in my niche. So with that being said, Coffeezilla, I thank you for what you're doing. I think maybe there's a few changes you can make that would make it better. But otherwise, I just want to thank everyone for watching. Have an absolutely great day. And I'll see you guys in another video very soon.